Yo, what is up, my beautiful people? So, you know I love handhelds on this channel, but sometimes you want to get a little bit more gaming enjoyment out of a device that isn't necessarily a handheld. So today, I'm going to be talking about some of the best controllers for your phone, your tablet, your Galaxy, your iPad, and everything in between, so you can get a little bit more gaming enjoyment out of your mobile devices that aren't technically handhelds. So yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so the first controller we're going to be checking out is the Backbone, and I'm going to be using this with an iPhone 15 Pro Max, just to show you that it's going to fit pretty much a wide range of phones, even up to the largest phones that are available on the market today. So this is an iPhone 15 Pro Max in the Backbone here. And what I like about the Backbone is it actually has a USB-C port for charging, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. Now, what this actually gives you is that you get more functionality. Now you can actually charge it, so the iPhone is charging, and you can also use wired headphones, which is not something that the iPhone can do without some sort of hub or adapter. So now we're charging as well as getting audio out of the iPhone using our headphone jack there, and I think it is an amazing controller. Now, I will say that the sticks are pretty small, but they do feel good. I never feel like I can't really get it to go where I want it to do. The buttons feel good, very clicky. You can hear that. So the buttons feel clicky, everything feels responsive, and it is a great device here. Now, the triggers don't have that much travel, but they are analog triggers nonetheless. And this is just an all-around solid controller for your phone, whether it be like a smaller phone or even all the way up to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This also does fit the big Galaxy phones. Here I have the Galaxy S22 Ultra here, and that will fit inside. So I'll show you that for you guys right now. That will fit the Galaxy S22 Ultra without issue. This is a large 6.9-inch device here, and as you can see, it fits pretty good. Now I can control it and have a good time here, and there's no issue. I really do like this controller because this is an all-around solid controller. It feels good in the hand, even though it is small for my large hands. It does feel good. I definitely recommend it if you have, you know, from a small phone all the way up to a large phone like an iPhone 15 Pro Max or a Galaxy S22 or 23, 24 Ultra, whichever one you have. It's gonna fit all the way up to like some of the largest phones on the market right now. So the Backbone is highly recommended. I think it is a great controller. It doesn't have any extra buttons or anything like that, but it feels good in the hand. Solid joysticks, great buttons, a good D-pad, and all around a pretty great controller if you ask me. So no complaints with this one. Anyway, moving on to the next one. This is the Razer Kishi Pro V2. Yeah, that's what it is. Razer Kishi V2 Pro is what it's actually called. This is another great controller. I do like that it has extra buttons on the top here. That's always great to see, and this is a good one. One thing I will say is that I haven't been able to get this to work with the iPhone for some reason. So it may be like some firmware or something like that, but this one I could not get it to work with the iPhone. So keep that in mind. If you have an iPhone, you're gonna want to try out the Backbone, because I was not able to get the Razer Kishi V2 Pro to work with the iPhone, but it does work with you know, Android devices and everything like that. But I couldn't get it to work with the iPhone for some reason. So let me just show you that working with the Galaxy here. As you can see, it works as you would expect. Let's do some gameplay actually for this one, just so you can see it working with the Galaxy. Since it doesn't work with the iPhone, just want to show you that it does actually work. Okay, so as you can see here, it does actually work. We have these top buttons. This is set to be the A button, so that's jump in this game. So as you can see, as I tap the top button, it is going to activate the A key in game, and the button over here on the left is set to the X button. So that's going to be the regular attack in this game. I do like that it gives you extra buttons, so you have, you know, options to to map those as you would like in the software. So that's always great to see. So the Razer Kishi V2 Pro, great controller. It also does come with like a launcher app that you can install. It's gonna put all your games in one place and also suggest games that have controller support. So this is like a little console experience if you like. The backbone also has that. These are the ones that are gonna be for the phone. My favorite for the phone are the backbone and the Razer Kishi V2 Pro. Now, moving on to some of the larger ones, I'm going to claim it right now. This is the best controller for the iPad mini. This is another controller from Razer in the Kishi line. This is the Razer Kishi Ultra, and I'm calling it right now. This is the best controller for the what do you call it, the iPad mini. It's an amazing controller. It's very ergonomic, as you can see, these large grips here, very ergonomic, feels good, very balanced, very like the weight feels good. And this is going to be the best controller for the iPad mini because it fits it perfectly. Great ergonomics. I'm going to show you some gameplay here, and I think it's all around a great controller. Check this out. All right, check this out. Playing Rackfest right now on the iPad mini, and this is an amazing experience on the iPad mini. It's a pretty large screen at 8.3 inches or something like that. Pretty good. The controls feel great. The sticks are like full Xbox size. The buttons feel good. We also get those 2 additional buttons on the top. We also have a charging port and a headphone jack here. So this is adding functionality to the iPad mini that's not even built in out of the box, which is the headphone jack. RIP to the headphone jack. But yeah, the Razer Kishi Ultra, if you have an iPad mini and you like gaming on your iPad mini, this is going to be what I believe to be the best experience for the iPad mini, and it's really no competition to this as far as iPad mini goes. I think this is the best controller you can get for the iPad mini. It feels great in the hands, great ergonomics, great sticks, great triggers, great buttons. It's pretty much everything that you would want from a controller, but with the iPad mini. So this one is definitely highly recommended. If you have an iPad mini, you should definitely consider this one. Now, if you want a big beefy controller for your iPhone, then this is also one, but I think it is perfect for the iPad mini because it's very balanced and the added size is kind of justified. I think it's kind of big for just a phone. It does fit the phone, but I think if you want a phone, you want like ultimate portability, and the Razer Kishi Ultra is definitely not ultimate portability, but it's kind of a trade-off. You get better sticks, better ergonomics, but you do give up some of that portability. So you can choose if you want the larger one for the phone. I do tend to use like the smaller one for the phone because you can just put that in a pocket, throw it in a bag or something. It takes up less space because your phone is pretty much, you know, a very portable device. So you could pair it with that, but not my first choice. I think it is perfect for the iPad mini. And yeah, so moving on to the next one. Okay, so the next one here is actually from a company that I didn't really know about until recently. It's I think it's called BSP. This is the BSP D8 controller, and it's Bluetooth now. So we've moved from like the USB connections. It is Bluetooth now. This pretty much fits like everything, all the way from like a phone all the way up to like the iPad 11-inch. So I have the iPad Pro here. It does fit the iPad Pro 11-inch, as you can see here. Fits it perfectly. I think this is great, but what I actually like this controller for is none other than the Nintendo Switch. I think it's actually perfect for the Nintendo Switch. Now, it was actually made with the Switch in mind because it has, in Switch mode, it does have gyro. So I think this is like perfect for the Nintendo Switch. If you just want a little bit more like ergonomics, a little bit larger buttons and bigger triggers, I think this is great for the Nintendo Switch. So I have it connected to my Switch right now, and it's gonna function just as you would expect like a Nintendo Switch controller. Okay, so as you can see, it works perfectly with the Nintendo Switch. And the reason I like this controller here is because it has a lot of versatility. Now, it works with the Nintendo Switch, or you can put it into Windows mode. It works with like Windows devices, so you can use it as like a regular, you know, Bluetooth controller. I've also used it on my One X Player X1. It does fit that. That is an 11-inch tablet there, so it does work on Windows. Like it shows up as an Xbox controller, or you can even connect it to Windows as a Switch controller, and then Steam you can, you know, use gyro and stuff like that. So it is very versatile. I do like it as a nice Bluetooth option. It's more comfortable with than the Joy-Cons. So I do think it is a great controller, and because it's Bluetooth, you can always take the device off, set it to the side somewhere, and, you know, keep playing. So that's one of the benefits of it being Bluetooth. It's not something you get with the USB-C controllers because they have to be attached. But, you know, with the USB-C controllers, you don't have to worry about battery life. You don't have to charge this. But I think it's great that you can, you know, use it as a regular controller and still have, you know, the functionality to put the device inside of it if you would like. So yeah, I think it's very versatile. But anyway, moving on to the next one, the last one of the telescopic is also in the BSP line. This is the BSP D8 Pro or D8 Plus from the same company here, but this is the really big boy here, and I'll show you why I say that. Just because this thing can fit devices all the way up to the iPad Pro 12.9 inch. Check this out. This is kind of insane. All right, check this out, you guys. We're playing Assassin's Creed Mirage on the iPad Pro 12.9 inch using this controller here, and it is a great experience. Now, this device is pretty big here, so it's kind of crazy to be playing on this with a controller, but it actually does work. It has a little bit of grip on the back, so I'll show you. It does have a pretty decent grip, as you can see here. A very nice little grip here for you to hold on to. So it's very ergonomic. Even though the device is huge, it is very ergonomic, or as ergonomic as you can get at such a large size here. But it does actually feel good in the hands. The sticks feel good. They're on the smaller size as far as the actual cap, but the travel actually has a good amount of travel. Buttons feel good. So this is actually a decent experience here, playing Assassin's Creed Mirage on the iPad using this controller here. Now, this is one of those Bluetooth controllers, so it can work with any device, whether that be Windows or like Mac, Android, iPhone. This is gonna work on all of your devices. This would even work with the Switch as well. So if you want these extra buttons for your Nintendo Switch, this is also a great option for the Switch because it does work. It has a Switch mode that enables like gyro and different things, just like the original BSP D8. This is just like a bigger version that will fit larger devices, but it also does fit smaller devices. So as you can see, you could put a phone in here. You could put your phone in here without problems, so your iPhone will fit in there. Or you can even use it for the Nintendo Switch, so it fits the Switch perfectly. These controllers are actually made with the Switch in mind, I believe, because the thickness and the little lip it has on the top is actually like the perfect size of the Nintendo Switch. So I think these are made with the Switch in mind because they just fit perfectly. So I really do think that the Switch is a great companion for these if you want a Bluetooth controller that's a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more sort of features, I guess, than the regular Joy-Cons, and it is much more versatile, so you can use this with any sort of device. So yeah, BSP 8 and 8 Pro or Plus, whichever one it is, two great Bluetooth controller options. I've tried a lot, and these are definitely my go-to right now for like telescopic Bluetooth controllers. Now, moving on to the last one, I think this may be the fan favorite. This is the Gamesir G8. This actually has a mod on it. This has an extension mod that allows this to fit the iPad Pro 11 inch. That's right, we have a USB-C telescopic controller that fits the iPad Pro 11 inch. Check this out, you guys. This is now an 11 inch tablet that is taking our situation to the next level. I was playing some Warzone here, and I'll just show you how this sort of works. I think this is an amazing controller. Great sticks, Hall effect sticks, great buttons, great triggers. Everything just feels good on this. This may be the one to get. I'll leave a link to this. It actually is modified. You can buy the modification yourself and then like attach it yourself. But I found a guy that actually does this. He has the controller and he has the mod, and he ships you the whole thing already modded. I'll leave a link to that. He's doing some great work. So shout out to the guy that's doing this. He pretty much just sells you this as one complete package, and is not much more expensive than if you would have did it yourself. and he does it all for you, so you know you don't have to worry about messing it up. But yeah, this is a great controller, the Galileo Gamesir. Let me just show you some gameplay here. It is a great option. This may be the best one, you guys. 11-inch iPad Pro with a USB-C telescopic controller. That means we get charging, we get headphone jack, and we don't have to worry about the battery dying. So that's amazing. Let's play some games here before I get you guys out of here. So yeah, guys, this is a great controller. I could play Warzone on this pretty much all day. Very comfortable. It also does have buttons in the back here. So as you can see, 2 buttons in the back that are programmable in the software there. Great controller. Another feature is that you can actually switch out the joysticks here. So these joysticks can be swapped out for different kinds, and you can sort of mix and match them as you would like. Hall effect joysticks here. It does feel good. Everything about this controller I think is great. So if you want a high quality controller for your iPad, especially if you have like a larger iPad like the 11-inch, this is highly recommended. Feels good in the hand, great ergonomics, great triggers, great buttons, great sticks. Everything just feels good. As you can see here, I'm kind of dying right now, but I think this is a great controller to actually have. And yeah, I mean, I'll leave a link to all of these in the description below. So we have, you know, small ones all the way up to large ones, and I think you're gonna have a great amount of options out there for your phone, for your iPad, and even for your Galaxy tablet. So I just want to show you this before we go, that it does actually fit the Galaxy Tab S9 Plus. This is the big one, well, not the biggest one, like the 13-inch one. So as you can see, it fits that perfectly. This is the Galaxy Tab S9 Plus, 12.9 or 13 inches, whatever you want to call it. It does fit that as well. So a lot of options out there, you guys. I'll leave links to these all in the description. Yeah, so make sure you leave a comment down below if you have any one of these. If you're considering any one of these, leave a comment down below and let me know. If you have any specific questions, leave a comment down below as well. Maybe you want to see like a game test or something I didn't really go over. I try to not go too much into the gameplay because I'll get carried away like you saw with Warzone. But great options here. Make sure you leave a comment down below if you want to turn your device into a more gaming oriented experience. These are going to be the ones for you. So anyway, that's it for today. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that great YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been fun. I'm having a good time playing Warzone. I think I just died, I'm not sure, but I got a few kills on the way. Anyway, catch you guys next time. Peace.